Okay, we are live. Hi, Karima.
Hey, Lynn, thanks for having me.
Oh my God, anytime. And it's so nice to see you. And it's great that I just saw you and
I
now I get
know, huh?
to see you again.
Okay, we are live.
I always screw that up.
It doesn't
I,
matter.
I always forget to turn volume off on like so
That's
anyway,
funny.
there we go. But it's all good.
All
So
good.
how was your trip back?
Trip back was great. Loved the opening of our store, The Conscious Collective, with you. It was so fun. I loved doing live shopping. The mall is so nice. It was
Beautiful,
fantastic
right?
all around. Yeah, so good.
Well, it was so good to have you there. It was so good to meet in person. I think we have such a nice group of founders. And if people don't know what we're talking about, maybe we should back up and fill them in.
Yes.
Do you want to tell them what
Well,
we'll
you fill them in because it's your thing, but I have something to say about women helping women plus the man, add bonus man in there.
Man, I love it. All right. So the Conscious Beauty Collective, for those who don't know, is a group. There are 30 of us. We're indie clean beauty and wellness brands. We are all like really into good karma, I think, which keeps us united because we want to help each other and support each other and help female founded businesses and our one man. And we first launched at the Stonestown Galleria in San Francisco back in April, and now we're at the Natick Mall in Boston between September through the end of the year. We have a beautiful space. Karima's brand is absolutely stunning. You can come check it out, but the purpose of us chatting is so you can find out a little bit more about what her brand is, and it'll hopefully entice everyone listening enough to want to run to Natick Mall. Run
There. So I'm so happy to be able to talk about this, to talk about SixGLDN and to have the space to do it. We've been in the beauty industry for 20 plus years. I have two other founders. Each one of us has been in the beauty industry, and we saw again and again and again cheap ingredients being used, or the tiniest drop of an ingredient being put in, playing this big glossy marketing efficacy story. And on a daily basis, we were deceiving the public in terms of ingredients. And then in terms of sustainability, we would put forward, FSC certified packaging.
And by we, you mean the beauty industry, not we.
No, we as in my partners and I would put forward, where we used to work, would put forward eco packaging or and it would always get pushed aside to save a penny, a penny on profits. And we got so fed up with not doing the best for human health and the health of our planet. I mean, we have one ball we're all sitting on, and one body that has to take us through to when we die. And it's like, how are we not using the cleanest, healthiest, most nutritious things inside and out? It baffles me. So we thought we're going to make a no compromise skincare. And we did. We're clean to the EU standards. We exceed every sustainability and eco, in Sephora, we exceed their standards. We exceed everyone's standards in the US and the EU. So many people, I tell you, so many big businesses, and we are not going to bash because that's not what we're about, but deceive the public and say they're clean, but they have artificial fragrance in it. They have phthalates in it. They have silicones, which don't decompose and harm the environment. So it's a really tricky greenwashing time we're living in. So I'm grateful that we have you.
It's so interesting that that's kind of like how you're jumping in, because I definitely feel that. And I worked in advertising for a long time, and I will admit I worked on some of the brands that are out there doing shit, and I didn't know at the time, okay, but ignorance is no excuse really, but still this is 15 years ago, whatever, I'm helping these brands grow, and they're bad.
100%. I know.
We do the right thing.
I mean, we're so many. We actually just did a little deep dive, and we did a little thing with the top 10 brands that say they're clean, and literally they're not. We found, like I just said, artificial fragrance or phthalates or whatever. But let's get to what SixGLDN does do.
Okay.
Yes, it's clean. Yes, it's sustainable. But here's what it does. Most skincare treats the symptom, just like our healthcare system.
Mhm.
Treats dry or oily or acne. But the thing is your skin is pretty fickle. It can be affected by pollution, by the food you eat, by the amount of sleep you get, by how old you are. It can be affected by your stress you have. So you will forever be chasing the symptoms on your skin. So why not just use a skincare that will auto-correct for everything? So we auto-correct for dry skin and oily skin. We auto-correct for redness, for firmness, for reducing lines and wrinkles. So dry skin and oily skin auto-corrected back into radiant, balanced skin, which has less lines and wrinkles. So we just made it really
How do
easy.
you do it? How do you do it? Because that sounds like too good to be true.
It's holistic. It's based on holistic Korean medicine, and the same way, if you eat, so the nutrition you eat, if you eat the best nutrition, what's good for your body, the best nutrients, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, you're going to have more energy. You treat your body holistically rather than treating the symptom. So if you treat your skin that way, it goes into your skin, it balances out your skin, and then it keeps it balanced. It's able to defend against, the blue light that we have from our computers every day. It's able to defend against everything once it brings your skin back into balance. So we have 2 complexes. Oh my gosh, what dog is that? Too cute. Hi,
I just gave him a bath today, so he's like extra
extra delicious. My dog smells bad. He's not in here right now. So we have 2 complexes, and actually this skincare was made for people over the age of 30. After the age of 30, everything starts slowing down a little bit. Your skin can appear duller. You start seeing lines and wrinkles. It could become more sensitive. So this skincare is made for people over 30 because you're going to see the biggest difference with the anti-wrinkle that we have in it. The visibly plump and hydrating. It's really due to the complexes. It's called Glow Reactivating Complex. And it's in 3 of our products, and it makes your skin just glowy and dewy and youthful.
So what was it about the Korean skincare market that really attracted you to want to go and pursue that route?
It was really inclusivity. So and holistically treating skin rather than treating the symptoms. So we looked for a formulator to partner with, and it was quite a journey, but we found a formulator. Her name's Dr. Janelle Kim, and she's had 9 generations in her family of working with this Bibong complex that no one else has, and it's been passed down. She's actually the first female to be able to share it publicly. So she is all about balance, mind, body, and that aligns with everything that we believe in, and doing things actually with botanicals. So, the most powerful things we have on our earth, these botanical ingredients to really bring change about in your skin. Like licorice has been proven to be 16 times more brightening than hydroquinone, which, is banned in most places, but here. So she knows which ingredients to use. They've been tried and tested for centuries in Korea. And so she knows which ingredients to use, but more importantly, how to properly put them together so they get the most out of the benefits of them all.
That's something that's not widely understood by consumers at all. People think, oh, there's this ingredient in there and that must be good. But what you're saying is so, so, so critical. You can have a good ingredient, but if you put something that counteracts that ingredient, it's not going to do what it was intended to do. And so you really have to have a chemist who understands the whole balancing act.
Yes, she's so big on that. She said anyone can dump anything into
a
product. It does not mean it's going to work for the exact reason you said. And she said, and it can even be harmful to your skin. Right. She explains it so that, it's like they're all friends. She knows how to put the ingredients together so they're best friends, and they pull, this is clearly not technical, but they pull all of it in. It actually has deeper bioavailability the way they're combined. So it is really hard to, anyone can plop some anything in there, put a label on it. It doesn't mean it's going to work or even be good for you.
So let's talk about your products, because you don't have a huge line, but you have a very powerful line. And I think that's one of the cool things about it. Like my product line is only 4 products.
Yes, yes.
You don't need a lot. I really think we're getting rid of all these massive amounts of things we're putting in our beauty routines and getting down to simplicity. At least that's what
I hope so. I hope so. I don't have the time, you know, I don't have the money. I don't want to spend money on 50 products. So even though we are Korean skincare, I like to think of it as the next generation of Korean skincare, where we've packed so many benefits into each product that we have 5 products, we have 4 products if you want to use the full routine. So we have a Botanical Cleansing Gel. It has here it is. Everything comes in glass packaging.
And it's absolutely beautiful too.
Thank you. And this is all golden hour. So, you know, our name is SixGLDN, and the reason we're called SixGLDN is because when the sun is at 6 degrees above the horizon, it's golden hour. And
oh my God,
how do you feel at golden hour? It's beautiful. The light feels magical. You're glowing, you're radiant, you're beautiful. Everything seems perfect. And that's actually the brief we gave to our doctor. We said, we want everyone to have balanced, glowing skin. So here is our cleansing gel. It's a glass bottle, it's recyclable. We even put numbers on the back, a 1, because we literally wanted it to be thoughtless, like, oh, there's a 1, use this first, cleanse your face.
Smart, because a lot of lines don't do that, and it's confusing. And here I am in the beauty industry, and I find it confusing.
I know, and I have no time for like second guessing anything. I want to put it on, know it's going to work. Can you hear my dog? And just be done with it. So
my dog's not freaking out about yours.
We have 2 complexes that no one else has. This has the detoxifying complex in it. So, you know, all of it's been independently tested, but here's the thing. This sums up who we are on the side of our box. And what it says is, it says, life's too delicious to spend it in front of the mirror. Get out there and have some adventures. And you can do that with us because it's 4 fast steps, and then you can go and live your life. Next step is the toner. So it also comes, all of our stuff comes in glass packages.
And I love the whole recyclable thing too, which refillable, which it's sort of like understated in your packaging. It's not something that you see like this.
It's not, it is understated. But it is everything at the end of this year will be 100% refillable. Even our minis, we're getting rid of all plastic. So our minis will be glass as well. Right now they're recycled plastic. Then the third step is daily vitamin C radiant serum. And that is, I should have gotten everything ready to chat with you.
That's okay.
This is the daily vitamin C radiant serum.
Yes.
And everything is actual photos of golden hour, just different stages of it. So like,
cool.
Yeah, all of it.
That is a pure creative brain at work. I love it how you've carried this through everything. So many brands do not do that. And
that was our job. We were global marketing.
No, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And you can really see it. I love it.
And then this has, THD sorbate in it, which is the stablest form of vitamin C. Actually, some people say that it's really gentle on your skin, our vitamin C. You can use it in the morning and night. And then the 4th step is essential moisturizer. And you put this on, and this is refillable. It's got a refillable pod inside of it. And then when you're done, you just recycle the pod, pop in a new pod, and put it on. So cool. One of the big learning curves we had, let me show you this. So is that it's really, really lightweight. But the thing is that, sometimes you think lightweight means not deep moisturizing, but it's just not true, because there's no fillers in this. So it was a learning curve for us, because I brought in to our formulator this really thick, juicy cream, and I was like, I'm loving this. And she said, do you know how many fillers that has in it? And I was like, I had been in the beauty industry for so long. So our stuff has 0 fillers. You literally only need a little bit of it, because it's like pure nutrients, pure botanicals going straight into your skin. It smells
So
good too.
interesting to me because once I started using clean skincare, I prefer that now. I don't
yeah.
like the thick stuff anymore.
Oh, that's what my partner said, my business partner, because she used to use something and then she said she tried to go back to it just to test it. And she said it actually felt plasticky. So I think there is a real
sticky, like sticky.
Yeah. It feels fake. It doesn't feel like it goes straight into your skin. Everything goes straight into your skin that we have. And then the last step is the nourishing face oil. And that's like just ridiculously good. It's, 100% of people said it reduces lines and wrinkles.
Wow.
It's just spectacular.
Oh my God. I love it. So, okay. So what has been your biggest challenge since you've launched and your biggest inspiration? You could start with either one.
Well, the thing that has helped me the most is things like, no joke, this is not an ad for the Conscious Beauty Collective, but having founders to talk to. It can be so lonely, just, getting up at 6 every morning, working 7 days a week, everything else falls off. And to have a support system around you is everything. And there hasn't really been a challenge, only because we've done this for 20 years. So we're not doing anything. Well, I will tell you what the challenge is. We have done this forever, but here's the challenge. We want to be as eco and sustainable and minimal with our packaging as possible. And there really aren't that many options. That has been the challenge. So the challenge is finding that packaging and then having them be able to work with you when your MOQs are 5,000, not 20,000.
Yeah.
So, but the industry does not have enough choices, enough options yet. We just haven't caught up. And it's because big business prefers to use the cheap packaging and spend less, so they have bigger margins. So hopefully we can, as humanity can change that. But so that actually has been the biggest challenge. Is it's very difficult to be as sustainable as we want to be.
Oh my gosh, I completely hear you. For us, it's really challenging because we're in the shower. So
what do you, I was thinking about that. Like someone said they didn't want to take this as glass into the shower with them. So how have you guys been getting around that?
So we created these large size. I should have brought them. Of course I did.
I love those.
Yeah, they're ceramic because we tested a bunch of materials and a lot of the metal just gets corroded and, and other materials that they say, whether they're, bamboo, plastics, or they're just not, they degrade. They're not ready for a shower kind of environments. So the ceramic for us was a good option because it stays beautiful, sustainable. It can break, but it breaks in big chunks. It doesn't break in glass shards. And so my feeling was, okay, the likelihood that somebody's gonna like hurt themselves on our bottle breaking is a lot smaller than, dropping a glass bottle and not seeing where all of that went and stepping on it and all that.
I love those bottles though that you had. I saw them in the store and they're really pretty. Do you just keep them at the bottom of your shower?
I just keep them at the bottom of my shower. And that works. And then we have refill pouches that are and
they're
that
big. I saw them.
Plastic dramatically, although the refill pouches are, they're recyclable plastic, but they still are plastic. Because again, when you're having product inside that can, it becomes really, and people don't realize even things as basic as like a pump. Because I get asked all the time, why do we charge for the pump on our website? Because I don't automatically include a pump with our shampoo and conditioner. I'm talking about our little bottle.
Yeah.
And the reason, and I should actually put this on my website, the reason is because they're not sustainable. And so, they end up in the landfill. And so I feel like people need to pay for that so that I can offset our plastic and carbon, and it shouldn't just be something that you get as a convenience.
But isn't that frustrating? Like we're sitting here, I'm sitting here with this. It's not water on my desk, it's toner. It's been sitting here for like 8 months being tested in here. But the thing is that when you even dig deeper into these, it says on the back, you know, that it's recyclable, but then some recycling places don't recycle
Don't
these.
take it.
So it's
Right.
like, I guess it's so frustrating. I was, went to Bangladesh, and I have this picture of people because I wanted to see, very into seeing how we are harming our earth, you know, or how we're affecting our earth. And there's large piles of trash that women were sorting through, and it's just the norm, you know. And it's not, I just really worry about all of the things that I don't know what the best solution is, and that's what's frustrating to me.
Well, that's the hard part. It seems like every time somebody comes up with a solution, then there's always a negative to that. You know what I mean? Whether it's like, and people say to me also, like, well, our bottles are great, but they're heavy. So then I'm spending more to ship them. And therefore I'm adding more to my
to the
print. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, that's true. But if somebody really loves our shampoo, and there are people that are super crazy, will only use us, then, you know, I still think in the long run, if they have that thing for 2 years, 3 years, it will more than make up that, you know, the shipping difference.
You just have to make the best decisions with what we have right now that we can. And
at least we're trying. You're trying. I'm trying. The big guys, they're not doing that. It's too hard.
Well, no, it's too expensive, I think.
Yes.
They're so stuck in their margins.
Right.
That's what we saw again and again, that they're stuck in their ways. But you know, we do the best we can, and it's definitely far better than what the mainstream is doing right now.
So I agree. We're trying. So, okay, what is next for you guys? What are you working on?
Oh my gosh, we have no joke, the best vitamin C on the face of the earth. It's right here. This is just a sample of it, but it's so ultra stable. It's crazy. And the thing about this is that it's a concentrate. So this is just the sample that we were testing. It's a concentrate that you can add to anything and make it a vitamin C product.
What a great idea.
Add it to your moisturizer. I even add it to my Ilia. I use Ilia foundation. I add it to my Ilia some days when I'm in a hurry, just to get the vitamin C on my face. It's spectacular. So this is launching next month. Really excited. We hope to get it into the store, pop it in time.
I love that. I can't wait to have it in the store. And actually, we've been thinking about a similar type of thing, which would be taking our macabu powder and making an extract that people can add to their conditioner, their mask.
Oh, I think that's an awesome idea. Tell me what that does, though. What's that powder do?
It basically acts like a sponge for your hair and brings in all the hydration you need, but doesn't weigh it down.
Oh my gosh, you have to do that. You have to do that. Do a concentrate. That sounds awesome. Wait, so you add it to, it's like is it a conditioning thing? Like, could you put it in your conditioner?
You could. It's a hydrating thing. So you could put it.
Oh my God.
And the thing is, that's what they do in Japan. They add it, just like you're talking about adding the vitamin, they add it to their skincare. They take this ground down seaweed, which is what it is, that they eat, and they add it into their skincare and their hair care.
That's awesome. You've got to do that.
We haven't done enough like research yet to understand exactly what that means, but we've been talking about it, and it could be really awesome. And I might need to go to Japan and do a little trip to figure that out.
Do you need someone to carry your bags?
I think there's a lot you could learn in Japan too, and maybe we just have to go do that, because that would be a really.
I would love to see you look at it to put in your hair stuff, and I'll look at it to put in our skincare stuff. That's awesome.
Absolutely, because it's a cool idea. Because our seaweed is food grade. It comes from a family-owned seaweed company in Northeast Japan.
Oh my gosh, really? You should do stories about that. Do you do stories about that? And then I need to look at those stories.
We sometimes do. We just
that's sweet little story that it comes from.
And they're lovely. We went and visited them and did a whole tour of their factory, and it was really nice. Have you been to Korea, since that is your?
I haven't been to Korea. I've been that's somewhere I need to go.
I've heard that, the whole beauty scene is crazy there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I flew through, but that's not good enough. We source ingredients from all around the world because if you know, and they're picked at just the times when they're most efficacious and I love the idea of sourcing from around the world, because I really believe that, like, just holistically, when everyone comes together, we're stronger. And that's what we kind of think, is if we pull the best from around the world and put it together, we're just gonna have an amazing, strong product. I'm from Morocco, and we have oil from an oil from Morocco in our moisturizer. We have just stuff from everywhere. So I love the idea of checking out the seaweed from Japan.
Well, Japan has a beauty show called Cosme Tokyo. I went back in, let's see, it would have been 2019 because it was the year pre-COVID.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, the stuff they have there, the big trending ingredient, there were two. You'll never guess what they were because I was
was it tell me.
Horse oil.
No, for sure I would not have guessed that.
And placenta.
So being a vegan, that's a bit much for me, but yes,
pig placenta, and they actually had it in both skincare products, but also to drink.
Oh boy.
And I tried it, and it tasted just like actually what I'm drinking now, a little like a little berry flavored elixir. Pig placenta elixir. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, and I'm thinking, wow, that's so like in the US that just wouldn't fly. It just
probably not. But you know that like when people give birth, they save their placentas and then sometimes like eat it or make little treats out of it. I mean, I did not, but I gave birth in London.
I did not do that either.
That was not a thing there.
It wasn't. I had no interest in my. But yes, maybe I could have gotten a lot of money for it in another country. Who knew?
I mean, that's a good idea, huh?
Okay, now I'm gonna have to tell my daughter when she save that placenta for me. I'm gonna shop it around to Asia when I go do my Japan trips. So yeah, okay. Well, anyway, this has been fascinating. I love learning more about your brand. This has been so interesting. And I love having you be part of the CBC, of course.
Thank you.
But thank you for joining. And we will do another one. We'll do maybe the next one we'll do is an IG live. I think I've got a bunch of those scheduled too. So
that would be great. Let's do more. All right. Have a great weekend. Speak soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.